In February 1985, a small island in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, Madeira. On this island, in a modest home, a baby opened his eyes to the world. A baby who would one day change the history of football. His name, Cristiano Ronaldo dos Santos Aveiro. Before he even fully learned how to walk, Ronaldo was already chasing a ball full of endless energy in the neighborhood streets, sometimes kicking the ball against a wall alone, sometimes slipping through his friends. He was always after one thing: becoming better. No one knew yet, but that little boy would one day shake the biggest stadiums in the world. At age 12, his mother's tears await inside Cristiano. Leaving his family behind and going to Lisbon, loneliness, hardship, longing. Cristiano would leave the island where he was born and join the Sporting Lisbon Academy. And then, that night arrived. August 6, 2003. Sporting Lisbon versus Manchester United. Cristiano delivered such a performance in that friendly match. His speed, agility, technical ability. Coaches always said the same thing about him. This kid is not just talented, this kid is special. Sir Alex Ferguson made the decision that very day. Cristiano Ronaldo was going to England. When he arrived in England, he was young, hungry, and eager to prove himself. In his early years, he was sometimes criticized, but for Ronaldo, no criticism, no difficulty was an obstacle. Every day after training, he worked on his own. His muscle mass grew, his speed sharpened, his game intelligence expanded, and finally, Premier League titles, FA Cup triumph, Champions League trophy, 2004 FA Cup final, United 3-0 Millwall. Ronaldo won his first trophy in the final and showed how fearless he was on the big stage by scoring the opening goal. 2008 Champions League final, United versus Chelsea. Ronaldo scored in that unforgettable final. Even though he missed in the penalty shootout, every move he made throughout the match ignited his team. And in the end, United lifted the trophy. For Ronaldo, this was a turning point. He had won the first Champions League title of his career. At the end of 2008, he received his first Ballon d'Or at age 23, announcing football's new king, summer of 2009. The highest transfer fee in football history at that time was announced. Cristiano Ronaldo was heading to Madrid for his next grand stage. At the Bernabeu, every match turned into a spectacle. Every goal, every record, every run. It was the construction of a legend. For 9 years, unbreakable records, extraordinary statistics and trophies. The Siu, echoing through the Bernabeu Stadium, had become one of the most iconic moments in football history. Real Madrid 4-1 Atletico, 2012 La Liga Derby. Ronaldo scored twice and dominated the match. His 35-meter free kick rocket is still remembered today. Real Madrid versus Wolfsburg, 2016 Champions League. The first match had been lost 2-0. In the second match, Ronaldo scored a hat trick and carried Madrid to the semifinals in miraculous fashion. This performance entered Champions League history. The bicycle kick versus Juventus, 2018 UCL Champions League quarterfinal. Ronaldo's seemingly impossible bicycle kick made the entire stadium rise to its feet. Even Juventus fans applauded him. This goal became one of the symbols of his career. In the globally anticipated El Clasico matches, Cristiano recorded a total of 20 goals and 3 assists against Barcelona, 2 goals and 1 assist in the Champions League, 9 goals and 1 assist in La Liga, 5 goals and 1 assist in the Copa del Rey, and 4 goals in the Super Cup. With these statistics, Ronaldo played 34 matches against Barcelona, achieving 10 wins, 9 draws, and 15 losses. As a result of this 9-year dream, 450 goals and 4 Champions League titles with Real Madrid, the world watched with admiration how he had turned into a machine. In 2018, he wanted a new challenge. The Juventus journey began. Despite Italy's defense-oriented football, Ronaldo again marched to the top. He became Serie A's top scorer and remained one of the league's most influential players. Juventus 3-0 Atletico Madrid, 2019 UCL. Atletico had won the first match 2-0. Ronaldo said, "I'm here to make history." And by scoring a hat-trick, he carried Juventus to the quarterfinals. This was one of the most dramatic comebacks of his career. Then, in 2021, he returned to Manchester United in a surprising move. This return was not just a transfer. It was the continuation of an emotional story. But the world had changed. The team had changed. Ronaldo was no longer a young prospect. He returned as a complete legend. Despite everything, the goals he scored in crucial matches and the leadership he displayed made a huge impact. United 2-1 Villarreal, 2021 UCL. His goal in the 90+5th minute. That moment shook even the walls of Old Trafford, proving Ronaldo was still a savior. But things didn't go well. And like many players who crossed paths with Manchester United, Ronaldo became unhappy. It was time to part ways. In 2022, he appeared on the stage wearing the Al Nassr jersey. Many people said he was finished, but he proved everyone wrong once again. In Saudi Arabia, he made history both with his on-field performance and with the impact he brought to the region's football popularity. Top scorer titles, records, global impact. Ronaldo was writing history again, this time on a completely different stage. Beyond all club success, the most valuable jersey for Cristiano was always the Portugal national team jersey. Among Europe's big nations, Portugal often wasn't even listed as lucky. But with him, they dreamed. And in 2016, that dream came true. Portugal became European champion. 2016 European Championship final, even though he was injured and had to leave the match early. His guidance from the sideline, his leadership, and his tears. He became the symbol of the first major trophy in Portugal's history. Portugal 3-3 Spain, 2018 World Cup. Ronaldo scored a hat-trick in this match. His perfect free kick goal in the 88th minute was etched into World Cup history. He was also the leader when they won the 2019 Nations League. For his country, he sometimes smiled, sometimes cried, but he always did one thing. He fought. The story that began in the narrow streets of Madeira now echoes in stadiums all around the world. Cristiano Ronaldo's career is not just about goals. This is the story of a child chasing a dream, a man who proved that no obstacle is impossible. Discipline, ambition, work ethic, leadership, and an unending hunger. These are what make Cristiano Ronaldo a legend. Cristiano Ronaldo, an inspiration that extends beyond the football pitch. an idol, a legacy, a legend.